Most businesses overpay for software because they never compared the alternatives. Let's fix that. Are you drowning in spreadsheets or paying for high-end features your team never actually uses? Choosing the wrong project management tool isn't just annoying, it's a massive drain on your budget and productivity. Today, I'll show you how to pick the perfect tool based on your actual team size so you can stop overpaying and start getting things done. Alright, let's start with the real-world problem. This is the part that helps you understand what is actually going on before you spend money on a subscription you might regret. Many teams start by tracking everything in a shared spreadsheet because it's free and familiar. However, as soon as you have more than 3 people, version control fails and things slip through the cracks. If you find yourself constantly asking who is doing what in a Slack thread, it's time to move to a dedicated tool. Don't wait until a major project fails to realize your spreadsheet has reached its limit. One of the biggest mistakes is buying a tool with the most features rather than the features you actually need. For a small team, a complex enterprise tool like Jira can actually slow you down because the interface is too cluttered. You end up paying a complexity tax where your team spends more time managing the software than doing the work. Focus on the 20% of features that handle 80% of your daily tasks. It's important to distinguish between a chat app and a project management tool. Slack and Teams are great for talking, but they're terrible for tracking the history of a task or a deadline. If your project management consists of scrolling back through chat history to find a file, you're losing hours of billable time. A good PM tool should be the source of truth for the work itself, not just the conversation around it. For small teams and freelancers, the goal is speed and low overhead. You need tools that get out of your way and don't require a full-time admin to manage. Trello is the gold standard for visual thinkers because it uses a simple Kanban board approach. It's excellent for linear processes, like moving a blog post from draft to published. However, be careful with power-ups while the base tool is often free. Adding too many integrations can quickly increase your monthly bill. Use it if your workflow is often free. Binsboard, simple Kanban board approach. Notion is unique because it combines notes, docs, and databases into one flexible workspace. It's perfect for small teams that want to keep their wikis and their tasks in the same place to save money on multiple subscriptions. The red flag here's the blank page problem. It requires time to set up properly, or you'll end up with a digital mess. Start with a template rather than building from scratch. If your team just needs a shared checklist without the bells and whistles, Todoist is a cost-effective powerhouse. It's built for speed, allowing you to add tasks with natural language like review report every Friday at 2 p.m. It lacks deep project reporting, so it's not for complex construction or engineering, but for a small marketing or design agency, it's often all you need. Don't pay for a tank when a bicycle will do. Once you cross the 10-person mark, you need more automation and better reporting to keep everyone aligned without constant meetings. Monday.com is popular because it's incredibly colorful and easy for non-technical people to use. It excels at automation, for example, automatically emailing a client when a status changes to done. The pricing can be tricky though, as they often sell seats in blocks of 3 or 5. Always calculate your per-user cost based on these blocks before committing so you don't pay for ghost seats. Asana is the heavy hitter for teams that have complex workflows with many dependencies. It allows you to see the same project as a list, a board, or a timeline, Gantt chart, depending on who is looking at it. It's great for preventing bottlenecks, but the business tier is significantly more expensive than the premium tier. Check if you truly need those advanced reporting features before upgrading. ClickUp markets itself as the tool that replaces all others, offering docs, goals, and even email within the platform. It's often cheaper than Asana or Monday, making it a favorite for budget-conscious mid-sized teams. However, because it tries to do everything, the mobile app can be laggy and the learning curve is steep for new hires. Plan for at least a week of training if you choose this route. At the enterprise level, the conversation shifts from features to security, permissions, and cross-departmental visibility. If you're managing a software development team, Jira is almost the default choice because it integrates perfectly with coding tools like GitHub. It uses sprints and backlogs, which are essential for agile development. For non-technical teams, Jira is often overkill and feels clunky. Only use Jira if your core product is software or if your dev team refuses to use anything else. Smartsheet looks like Excel on steroids and is preferred by industries like construction or finance that rely on heavy data and Gantt charts. It's excellent for managing hundreds of projects at once across a massive organization. The downside is that it lacks the modern feel of tools like Monday.com, which can make it harder to get creative teams to adopt it. It's a tool for power users, not casual collaborators. For large companies, the Freeze or Pro plans usually aren't enough because they lack single sign, on SSO, or advanced permissions. You don't want every intern to have the power to delete an entire project folder. Enterprise plans are expensive, but they provide the audit logs and security controls that IT departments require. Always involve your IT or security lead before signing a multi-year contract. Now that you know the players, how do you actually pick one without wasting thousands of dollars? Let's look at the final check. Don't just look at the per-user price. Think about the total cost of ownership, which includes the time spent on setup, training, and the cost of integrations. A cheap tool that requires 40 hours of manual data entry every month is actually more expensive than a pricey tool that automates it. Map out your hidden costs before you decide. Never roll out a new PM tool to 50 people at once. Start with a pilots group of 3 to 5 people for 1 month. Use a real project, not a fake one, to see where the tool breaks or where it shines. If your pilot group hates it, you've saved yourself a massive headache and a lot of wasted money. This is the safest way to try before you buy. Before committing, check if the tool plays nice with your existing stack, like Google Drive, Outlook, or Slack. If it doesn't integrate, your team will end up manually copying and pasting data, which leads to errors. Most modern tools have an app marketplace. Browse it first to ensure your must-have tools are supported. If the glue is missing, the tool will eventually be abandoned. That's the practical version of what matters most when choosing project management software. The big idea is to match the tool to your team's size and complexity, rather than just buying the one with the most marketing hype. Start small, test with a pilot group, and always keep an eye on those hidden per-seat costs. If this guide helped you narrow down your choices, like and subscribe for more practical software advice. For more detailed price comparisons and reviews, visit Save Money with Software. Choose wisely and happy managing. If this helped, like the video and comment with the next tool category to review.